I really can't stay, baby, it's cold outside. I've got to go home, baby, it's cold outside. This evening has been so very do. Ba, 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 da, da. I've got to say no, 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 sir. Mind if I'm moving closer? At least I'm gonna say that I've tried. I really can't stay, but it's cold outside.
It is freezing here. Like I'm talking, this morning I was talking to Hessie. It was minus 38 at my place, minus 44 at her place, and at her daughter's place, it was minus 50. Minus 50? Are you crazy? When have we ever had weather like that? And why? Why did we go from such warm weather where we didn't even have to wear a coat in December or, you know, like a sweater coat, whatever, but nothing major, to plummeting to the depths of coldness? I do not understand. It'd be like being in a hot tub and then climbing into an ice bath. So it feels so epically cold outside. So I wanted to share with you guys some of my cozy go-tos that I'm going to right now with the weather being so cold. So I've got a few here that I want to quickly share, but before I get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. This is such a fantastic, wonderful group of men and women that celebrate diversity and enjoy fragrance, and it's a lot of fun. So you need to subscribe. Let's get into this. A major go-to that's just so cozy and warm and inviting, it feels like a hug to me, is Girl of Now by Elie Saab. So this is almond, it's got pistachio and a lot of orange blossom. So this one is quite floral, but I love the nuttiness of that pistachio and almond. It just smells warm, cozy, and when I smell this, when I smell Girl of Now Shine, I think I like Shine a little bit better than this, but I like them both. When I smell this, I think of a really warm woman. Anytime you come over, she gives you this huge hug and you just feel so welcome. She invites you into the kitchen. She makes you a beautiful cup of coffee or tea. She's whipping up muffins in the oven because that's just her. So all of a sudden out comes a plate of freshly baked warm muffins. That's this girl here. She always has time for you and she makes you feel so loved. This is the feeling that I get from this fragrance. So super comforting, uber cozy with those warm nuts. Love it. Another one that's just awesome to just feel cozy is Milk Plus by Commodity. Definitely there's a milky component. I think there's a marshmallow in this too. There's a bit of muskiness. It differs from milk. I think it's Milk Expressive, which is just the milk, no plus on it. Milk Expressive has tonka and mahogany wood in the base, whereas this one has cedar, it has woody notes, and it has amber. So there's a little bit more coziness, a little bit more depth, a little bit more sensuality, but they both have the musk, the marshmallow, and the milk. So I find this extremely cozy. I like the woody aspect. So in the uber cold, this one just comes out a little bit more. Milk would be a great one during the day. This one would be great during the night. They're very similar. But what I like doing is pairing this with Cherry Delight or any Tom Ford Lost Cherry dupe. So this combination is so uber cozy. Like I absolutely love this combo. It smells a little bit daring and whatever, a little bit more like this woman. She's quite quiet. She's demure, but man, if you tick her off, she's going to get saucy. So that's this combination, but it just feels so like amazing. And this is the comfort factor, but this just kind of brightens everything up, gives it a little bit of mouth-watering quality. So this combination in the cold is phenomenal. A huge go-to for me when it's uber cold is Angel Muse by Mugler. I don't know. I think this one's pretty hard to come by now. My guess is Dua has some sort of dupe for this, or some company is going to dupe this one soon. This has hazelnut, it's got patchouli, it's got kind of a chocolatey feel. Some people think it smells like straight up Nutella. For me, it has a little bit too much patchouli in to be more of a gourmand Nutella. But this one is so comforting, so grounding, so cozy, and this one uber projects. So I love, love, love this fragrance. Honestly, this fragrance is amazing with a Lost Cherry type dupe as well. This combination is absolutely delectable. So love these two together as well. Another one that's become a huge go-to in the really uber cold weather that I love, like I put this one on almost every night. I love it so much. And that is Caramel Oud by Theodoros Kalatini. I love the Caramel Oud combo in this. It's smooth, it's rich, and it just feels so like, I don't know, somehow just mouth-watering. But with that oud in there, it just creates such a cozy, delicious fragrance. It's not too sweet. I think that's the other thing. I find sometimes gourmands to get too sweet. This one doesn't get too sweet. So it's quite sexy because of that oud, but the caramel is so warm and inviting. Ooh, I just absolutely love it. So this one, I would say I reach for this one more than anything else lately because it's just so uber cozy. Another one that I reach for like quite a lot, like I've used up quite a lot of this, is Lait de Biscuit by Chabot Maison de Parfum. Now, I think I've spelt Lait de Biscuit wrong several times. I put a Q in there. It is what it is. It's C-U-I-T though for the biscuit. This just smells like cookies to me. And so there's nothing more cozy than sugar cookies baking in the oven. Like that just, it sounds so warm and inviting. And if you're having to go out in the cold, smelling like cookies is amazing. I like layering this with any sort of a spicy fragrance to give kind of a cookie feel. So something like Botafumeiro, I'd pair it with this one to give it kind of like a nutmeg spice cookie. This is amazing with spicy delice. Like I pair this with lots of different things, but I really enjoy it on its own too because it just feels so comforting and cozy. So love this fragrance. This one's not overly long lasting, so this one's a great one for heading to bed. Amazing. Intense Cafe by Montel is such a fantastic fragrance for feeling cozy. I don't know what it is about it. There's a bit of tartness in this one. It's similar to Roses Vanille by Mancera, but I prefer Intense Cafe by Montel. So this has a bit of a tart rose feel in here, but this one has just an ever so slight coffee, which is just absolutely delicious. So I love wearing this one. I find it super cozy, grounding. This one, I think about going into some sort of cozy coffee shop with a book and maybe a journal, and you're kind of wrapped up. It's a blustery day. You go into the coffee shop. It's not your typical Starbucks or some sort of industrial place. This place has big, huge leather chairs and cozy, like a really cozy atmosphere. Maybe there's a fire going in the background and you sit down and there's a beautiful kind of bouquet of roses sitting on the table, and you get your latte and you sip away, and then you write in your journal, and then you stop and you look around and you watch everybody, and the colors are all kind of burgundies and golds and browns and just that warm vibe, little bit old world feeling. That's the vibe that I get from this one. So I love this one. Now, the other thing that you could do with it if you wanted to amp up the coffee is mix Coffee Addict. If you were ever kind of disappointed with Intense Cafe because it didn't have as much coffee, because the coffee is just very slight, like it's just barely there, whereas Coffee Addict is like bam, coffee in your face, sugary coffee in your face. The two of them mixed together, this tempers the sweetness of this. So, but this amps up the coffee in this. So if you have these two, mix them together and experience the goodness. I would say do 3 sprays to 1. So, and then this one somewhere, and you'll have the perfect mix. Seriously, it's really, really good. This also amps up the sweetness of this, which is already sweet, but it's a fantastic combo. I honestly think another thing that you could do if you have Coffee Addict is mix it with Shaghoff Oud. So that would give you a similar feel, but amped up rose oud plus this. So that's another option for something uber cozy. So you can use something like a Coffee Addict with something a little more traditional to get kind of a really interesting, cozy like vibe going on. So this is awesome. I'm going to mention one more that I'm just in love with, that I find so cozy and inviting and wonderful, and that is Hailey Lux. I know I'm talking about it a lot, but I am so in love with this. So it's supposed to be like Amber Invite Only. It's what I wished Amber Invite Only smelled like on my skin. This one has fantastic longevity. I think it's about $40 some. I think you can get it through Fragbar. This is a Paris Corner fragrance. Everything will be linked down below. This one has tobacco and rum. There's some cinnamon, some honey, feels a little bit boozy. This one smells super old world to me. So again, I think, you know, instead of being in a bookstore, you go into the library where men have been smoking a tobacco pipe, probably cherry tobacco. There's kind of a honeyed sweetness in the room. There's a big roaring fire, and you curl up into your leather chaise lounge, and your hounds your hounds are on either side of you, and you smell like roses and cinnamon and pipe tobacco and everything delicious and warm and sensual. Super cozy. Like, this is perfect for that feel. The mansion is ginormous, by the way. Like, the ceilings are uber high, but you're so cozy because you're right by the fire and you're enveloped in your beautiful chaise, and you've got some sort of beautiful wool blanket on with your 2 hounds on either side. You must have hounds. Like, this one has a lot of woodiness in it too in the base. It's just mouth-watering. Like, seriously, if you love Amber Invite Only, and you want a more affordable option, this is a great, great go-to. For me, it just smells better on me than Amber Invite Only did. This one doesn't have any trace of fruit though. So Amber Invite Only has a little bit of cherry. I don't get any cherry in this. To me, it's just a honeyed tobacco feel in this one with some cinnamon and spices. So love this fragrance. Super great for the cold weather. Like, I just imagine putting this one on. I actually did put this one on, put my warm coat on, went outside into the crisp weather, and you just feel enveloped in warmth because of this fragrance. So absolutely love it. What about you? What are your favorite baby it's cold outside fragrances when it's blustery and blizzarding? What do you want to put on? What do you gravitate towards? Leave it in the comments. And if you've tried any of the ones that I'm talking about here today, please feel free to weigh in. It would be great to hear your thoughts. And other than that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.